Whether or not you're tracking your jelly bean usage or something hardcore or something like this, it doesn't really matter. So I came up with the accountability calendar. Been doing this for like a decade for all sorts of things, but here's 2019. I had some weird strategies. I was marking how much I indulged in whatever the thing was. I boiled it down to just if I did the item at all or not. You know, just a little bit, just a lot, still is an X. And if I abstain from it, get a check. And this just builds awareness over the time. That's 2019. This is 2020. And so I obviously stopped using it sometimes. I call it giving up. My Hawaii one. So here's mine from this last year. A little difficult to read. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a lot simpler. And I'm gonna put some stickers on this thing so we can see how last year went. Okay, so that is all of the herbage stickers. Booze stickers, let's pop these bad boys on. So that is the end of the booze. Finally, I'm gonna go through and put stars on days that I did all right. Well, that's it. There we have it. A lot of times they come in runs and then something happens and the run kind of stops and then they start a run again. Look at that good run. Look at that week. Oh man, party time. Like right when I get sick of and I need to make a break, I make a line here. I'm like, all right, boundary line, and then I do good for a while. This was me saying like, all right, if you look, I probably have another boundary line. Yep, there it is. So here I was saying like, dude, you need to cut it out. You have the ability to, but like, it's time to stop. And then I was like, nah, came through here, just did terrible. Sometimes when you make a boundary for yourself, that's when you get worse. And then I was like, nah, and then I was like, all right, now it's super boundary. And then I'm like, okay, cool. It's just what really helps me is my ability to understand how much and look at how much I used in the year. And then in the next year, I just know because I have gone over it in my head by writing it down. You can get something out of it. Maybe grab a calendar down at your local store and start writing down some checks and X's. And you know, you're not bad for putting down an X. You know, you're just actually living your life just like you have been for the last long time. And you know, you're just notating it at this point. So heck yeah, me like the cat. Yeah.